Blessings, family. Thank you for being here, taking the time out to giving your undivided attention for what I'm about to show. Now, as I knew, and previous videos that I've done before, basically dealing with the devil is out in the open, and make no bones about it, he is coming for our children, even for our elderly, and even the same people, ironically, that are doing his work, because they don't know that they also are a part of his agenda. And it's sad to see, because what is taking place now is that it's really showing you the deterioration of this world, which is somewhat sad and at the same time not sad, because in order for us to grow, there has to be some pain. So just like if you should go to the gym and you start doing gym work, whatever it may be, cardio, vascular work, or weight training, in order for you to get growth in the muscles, the muscle has to actually go through tears and go through pain in order for muscle to grow. So this is a part of that change and that struggle. Now, the video I'm about to show is showing you that at the moment, at this time, the LGBT, whatever, plus more foolishness has been, rampant this month in terms of their so-called Pride Month. And they're not hiding anymore. I mean, one of the videos I'm going to show you is that they've been saying that they're going to come for your children. Now, they took it lightly, and a year in after that is exactly what's happening. So you can see that when the devil is working and he says that he's going to do something, you best believe they're going to do it. And they're very patient. So truthfully, we need to be the same and stand up, and also to ask the Most High to give us strength and guidance to go through these period of times, because it is going to be pain and tearing of muscles for things to grow. And really and truly, it's just a changing of the guards right now. So these things must happen. But at the same time, we have to be very aware of what the devil's devices are. And from we can do so, then we'll be better able to navigate through these perilous and wicked times that he has in mind for God's people. So we can't give him the opportunity to win. So what we have to do is stay prayed up, constantly in the Word. And if you're not baptized, I suggest that you definitely do so. But before doing so, learn about the Scriptures. Learn where you fit in to all of this. And just to know, just as what it says in Ecclesiastes, that the whole duty of man is to fear the Most High and to keep his commandments. And that's it, Israel. It's very simple. So, with no further ado, let's get into it. And remember, we have to repent from all the ways that we thought was the right thing, to change right back into the newness of life by the Most High. Right? So Israel, Stay tuned.
As we celebrate Pride and the progress we've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you. You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep him from disco, warn about San Francisco, make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair.
At first I didn't get why you'd be so scared of us turning your children into accepting, caring people, but I see now why you'd have a problem with that.
Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protest. Oh, and you'll be disgusted so gross when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their sight. Like information. Guess what? You'll still be alright. We'll convert your children, yes we will.
Reaching one and all, there's really no escaping it.
'Cause even grandma likes RuPaul.
And the world's getting kinder.
Gen Z's gayer than Grindr. Learn to love, learn to vogue, face your fate. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them.
We're coming for your children.
We're coming for them.
We're coming for them.
We're coming for your children.
We're coming for them.
We're coming for them.
Your children will care about fairness and justice for others. Your children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. Then soon we're almost certain your kids will start converting you. The gay agenda is coming home. The gay agenda is here. But you don't have to worry. Cause there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board in a hurry. Because the world always needs a bit more pride. No, you don't have to worry. Cause there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board in a hurry. Because the world always needs a bit more pride. Come on, try a little pride. We'll convert your children. Then we'll
So, Alex, it's obviously a pattern when it comes to people that are exposing the truth, the elites and everything. You, Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, Andrew Tate, RFK. People, like even me personally, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Or like, is there a chance for us to win, or are we fighting a losing battle? Because, Alex, they have set up the pieces to this game that we're playing in. Is there a light, like with people like this, that you have this passion? The truth is coming out, but is it all for nothing?
There is a lot at the end of the tunnel. They've gone and dug up those temples of Ramses II 3,000 plus years ago, more than that with Moses. So what you see in the Ten Commandments, I mean, that was real people, real stuff went on. People can question the biblical story if they want, but Moses existed, Ramses II existed, all that went on. You're saying, what's that to do with what I asked? The Israelites had to just stop doing what they were told. Everybody's seen that meme that shows like 5 burn matches and then one match,
Yep.
And it says non-compliance or
non-conformity,
and then all the other matches aren't burned. You can stop the chain reaction. And so finally, after decades or whatever it was of the Jews saying we're done being your slaves, they said, okay, pack your stuff up and go. Okay, and the desert was rough and it was tough and they went through a lot of hell. Then they built their own thing. And so look how you've built your own thing. The establishment became corrupt. The mainstream media lied to us. It committed seppuku. It committed suicide. Now we're building a new system. The Amish 400 years ago were Protestants. They were being persecuted in Switzerland and Germany. So they packed up, sold everything, and moved here. And still today, they don't have autism. They don't have any of this stuff. They don't have suicide rates. They're living the dream because they don't hang out with Big Pharma. And so we don't have to do what the Amish have done, but we have to be in the world but not of the world, to use the Christian allegory.
Got it.
And we have to build our own systems, build our own companies. Instead of a boycott, which is great against Anheuser-Busch or Target, we need a boycott. And when we start, and that's what ESGs are, is they've analyzed all this. They know the boycott by populists, by Christians, by conservatives, by people that just want to be capitalist and live normal and be able to defend ourselves and create wealth. We can do anything we want. Humans are incredible. Instead of being ruled by these globalists that want us poor so they can dictate the terms of our surrender, we have to build the new Renaissance. We have to build the Great Awakening. And it has to be a spiritual awakening in God, in Christ. And we have to call on God because they've got their God. Notice Target literally put out shirts with an artist that says
Atheists and believing in the devil. Yeah,
we are Satanists and we are going to recruit your kids and an adult
shirt with that.
A shirt. The designer was all devil, worship Satan.
LGBT,
Satan loves trans. Satan loves trans.
S for Satan.
Now they threw an S in there.
Look, Pat. See that one, Robert. It says Target right there. Go right there. Top left. Target. And that was the pin that they were selling. Target respects Satan respects pronouns. They were selling.
There's no way they were selling.
I 100% they were selling.
We sent crew in and got video of it.
Pat, they were selling.
They were selling this in Austin.
Target ignites firestorm with launch of new clothing line designed by Satanists.
100%.
Target just missed a bullseye by a mile and then some. Can you zoom in a little bit? The retail giant has been selected by a few brands in the United Kingdom that promote Satan. You read it right. Target's partner is Ab Pralin. It has produced a prayer collection for Target's celebration of LGBT Pride Month and promotes satanic images, themes.
This is as outrageous.
Listen.
At Target, Pat.
Listen. Go to Twitter, and the woman has an account. These are shirts, not just art.
Trans witches for what they are. They also offer clothing and accessories that includes catchphrases like trans witches for abortion. Okay, click on that and let's try to buy it. Go to trans witches for abortion.
Well, here's the good news. They pulled it after a week.
Okay.
Yeah, but
and then they got all these bomb threats from the LGBT pieces.
Yeah, leave it in there. The
Rainbow Mafia is real.
The Rainbow Mafia was like, yo, we're gonna bomb Target if you try to mess with it.
Go on that Etsy page. Yeah, that one right there.
Because that guy's name Abralin, whatever his name is.
Witches for abortion.
Listen, they actually sold the shirts that had a guillotine and said we're going to kill homophobes.
Yeah.
And then it shows an adult skeleton giving a baby skeleton the trans fire, and it says, "We will recruit your children. They will be trans."
What was the thing that we're preaching the other day? We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children.
Share the story on what happened there. If you want to pull up the story.
So, and Alex, I'll give a couple examples before we get to that.
Boston.
I'm talking about and Alex, we've talked about this yesterday. So when people like you, when people like me talk about this attack on children, this satanic going after children and the trans movement, just a couple of quick stories that happened this week. In Boston, 4 kids were found in a drag party with one dead trans guy on the floor, and the kids were in the back. There were sex toys scattered throughout the house, and a hoarder home. Doesn't make headline news, but the
firefighters said they were hiding the kids in the back bedroom.
They were hiding.
The Daily Mail right here put it out there.
Yeah,
so this is not a right wing source.
Yeah.
Daily Mail.
Let's keep the stories going. The first trans state representative, Stacey Lawton, aka Barry Lawton, from New Hampshire, was just arrested for distributing child porn. Okay, it just happened. And mind you, they couldn't find him because he transitioned and changed his name. How about this one?
And by the way, they're trying to pass laws in California and other states where once you change your name, if you're trans, it expunges your criminal record.
Police record.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So
just change your name, Alex.
Yeah. So yeah.
Now you're Alexandra Jones, exonerated.
Yeah,
they're good. You owe no money.
And one more. So 3 days ago, the ex-CNN producer John Griffin was sentenced 19 years for sexually assaulting a 9-year-old. Okay. And then this was the other day. This is in New York City, a drag march where the marchers are chanting, "We're here, we're queer, we're here for your children." Tell me this isn't disgusting. Listen. Like they're not here. Now listen, this is out.
How do you want to bet those are public school teachers?
100%. Yeah, and here's
coming for your.
That's worse.
children.
Did you see the San Francisco city-funded gay choir where they go, we're coming for your children. We'll take them. You'll love it. And then we'll get you too. We're going to get your children. And then they go to the city councils all over, even in conservative areas, and go, we are going to recruit your children and have sex with them.
Oh, my God.
Rob, can you pull that up?
And Alex, how is that not the headline story, but the Titanic sinking ship with 5 people is the #1 story?
Oh, yeah, and Blue's Clues now on,
Does it say right here?
On mainstream TV has Baphomet and Moloch and the kids being sacrificed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so this is exactly what. But here's what's happening. Let me tell you what I think is happening, and I kind of agree with what you're saying. I think common sense will prevail, and a lot of people are sitting there saying this just doesn't make any sense. You saw the Gallup poll that came back where America is right now with the LGBTQ and where they're standing, how the biggest plus minus was the fact that the American people are no longer as comfortable as they were. It dropped by 7% year over year where we're at. And even the Glendale stuff that's going on with the kids, the parents coming out saying this is too much, you're crossing the line. More and more people are being united on ESG's bad idea. More and more people are being united with you can't be grooming our kids. More and more people are starting to realize this is not just what we're all about. And it's not just the people from the right. It's people from who have historically voted Democrat that are saying, look, man, I don't know what the hell is going on. This isn't what I supported.
It's a lunatic asylum.
Yeah, you're seeing it's going from Democrat versus Republican, where it's going from establishment against anti-establishment. That's the two political parties. We're gradually going away from the Republican and the Democratic Party. We're going to the anti-establishment and the establishment party. And people were saying, yeah, you know what? I don't trust the establishment anymore like I used to. I just don't.
It also goes to ridiculous versus just common sense. Stuff like this.
We're here, we're queer.
We're coming for your children. And how, Patrick, that is, listen to me, that's the devil out in the open. They're not even hiding anymore.
And they say in this, towards the end, they say, we're going to get them, we're going to groom them, they're ours, they're going to love it, and so will you.
This transcends party lines. This is
and it turned out a bunch
that.
of them were registered sex offenders with children.
These guys.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
The majority, look at their faces.
What did they say in this video? What did they say in this video?
I don't know which one.
This is a city-sponsored choir. I mean, it's nauseating. Just
click on it.
And just so you know, for
go to
reference,
the last third. Go to the last third.
From 2021.
Okay.
We're coming for your children.
Jesus.
We're coming for your children.
Is this a real video or is this
No, this
like
is their
a deep
religion.
fake?
This is not a joke. No, they arrested
San
some
Francisco gay men's chorus sang a song about coming for your children. It was like they spelled the plan out in plain sight.
Sometimes, like Alex said, sometimes just look right in front of your face. What they're saying, it doesn't need to be conspiratorial.
Yeah.
They're fucking saying it.
Yeah, there's no hiding.
Can we continue the song? Was that just the point of the song?
Yeah, sing along if you know the words out there. Sing along.
12 seconds.
That was it.
Unbelievable.
We're coming for your
children.
That's it.
Hold on. And they're doing it.
It gets worse later. Like, we will groom them, and we're going to get you too. You belong to us. Your body is ours.
And